this Hermosa Town Board special meeting, Monday, May 2nd, 2022 at 2 p.m. Roll call, Hendrickson's not here, Holsworth is, Kramer,
Here.
Schumach.
Here.
We appreciate Aces being here and Mitch Johnson, the attorney, being here. Appreciate the attendance of Daniel, Joan from P&Z, Mr. Van Sambik, and then our community members here. So we appreciate that. Everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Any additions or changes to the agenda from board members or finance officer? If not, motion to accept the agenda is read.
So moved.
Schumacher makes that motion. Do I have a second by Kramer? Further discussion? There being none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried, thank you. New business, annexation, public hearing preparation. I thought it was a good idea to gather all of us together prior to tomorrow night and also have an open meeting session where if anybody wants to attend or be here for any of the items that we're discussing today is fine. We just want to make sure we've kind of got all our answers in place on annexation, what the annexation does. As you can see, Jill put a format together here that you all have.
I just gave that to you, Dan.
So this would be a good one if we copy it and give to each one of our members too, and to them, if
Okay.
you would please.
All right.
I think it's excellent. It answers all the questions to the public as well as to the members of what that is. And then with that, then it'll also be setting the stage of what our decision-making will be after tomorrow night, how we go kind of through that process. And that's where I thought it'd be good for Mitch and Leah both to kind of walk us through that and let us know where we're at on that.
I think the easiest way to do that would be to discuss the procedure that we've done so far. The first step obviously was to have the study, which we've done. And then the second step is to draft a resolution of intent to extend the town of Hermosa's boundaries. And that was prepared. We have 3 separate resolutions since there's 3 separate special areas or territories that are going to be annexed. The reason I did that was because it's subject to a referendum, and so necessarily we have people from one area not being, the new areas not being entitled to vote on the other areas. Do you follow me? Okay. So prior to the adoption of the resolution of intent, there's a notice of time and place of the public hearing. It will be forwarded by certified mail to the affected landowners and the Custer County Auditor. The Custer County Auditor shall then forward the resolution of intent and notice of public hearing regarding that resolution of intent to the County Commissioners. We were to do that within not more than 20 days, but not more than not more than 20 days prior to the hearing, but with at least 10 days notice, which I understand that was done as well. So at the public hearing, the resolution of intent should be read in its entirety at the public hearing, and it may be adopted with or without amendments after the public hearing. After that, essentially you go through that resolution. There are certain findings that were made in there concerning what the contents of the resolution have to include, which obviously we have a description and boundaries of the territory. And then there's 5 more areas that have to be addressed, and those were addressed in each resolution. after that, the board will hold a public hearing to consider its extension of boundaries within 60 days after the adoption of the resolution of intent. Okay? That's a resolution of annexation, it's called. A copy of the resolution of intent and notice of the time and place of the public hearing on the resolution of annexation shall then be forwarded by certified mail to the affected landowners and the Custer County Auditor, who shall then forward the adopted resolution of intent and notice of public hearing regarding the resolution of annexation to the Custer County Commissioners. Again, it has to be served at least, not more than 20, but at least 10 days prior to that public hearing. So you're actually going to have 2 public hearings on this.
Mhm.
Second one is to adopt the resolution of annexation.
And the first one is the reading then of the resolution and to accept the reading of the
Of the intent
resolution.
to annex. That's the first, that's the hearing you're gonna have tomorrow. And all those resolutions need to be dealt with separately and read in their entirety. So
Do they have to be read by one person, or can we make it around the,
you can,
Table.
you can all take a turn.
okay?
Well, and on that, that includes all the legals?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's really what's gonna happen tomorrow. And then you take public comment, public hearing, come out of the public hearing, and then vote on the resolution of intent. Okay? The annexation resolution can be adopted within 120 days of the public hearing. Resolution of annexation, that's the second public hearing. You don't necessarily have to vote on it that night, but you have up to 120 days.
And the reasoning on that, and I don't mean to interrupt Mitch, but it's a matter where in each segment, while it's fresh in my mind, would be if there's anything to investigate, look at in that public hearing, or any concerns brought from the public on the public hearing, or
Yes,
any of that is why that 120 days?
yes.
Okay.
Once that public hearing is held on the second annexation of a resolution to annex, then you have, like I said, 120 days. You can make amendments to the resolution of intent to annex. No amendment may be made affecting any property not described in the original resolution. So we gotta make sure that we have all the legals correct. Now, some question about ag property or something.
Yeah, we've
You know?
had a question that said that it's not legal for us
So
to,
there's a statute, and I'll just ask Leah this. No resolution describing unplatted territory therein may be adopted until it has been approved by the Board of County Commissioners of the county wherein such unplatted territory is situated. For the purposes of this section, unplatted territory is any land which has not been platted by a duly recorded plat or any agricultural land as defined in SCCL 10-6-110. So I don't know what that, if that's applicable or not, if the county commissioners would have to approve the resolution of intent prior to us doing it. So is it all platted?
So that would be
I think it's
after,
all platted.
and that would be after
It says, or any
the first
agricultural.
public hearing, then it would go to them before the second public hearing, then, or would it come the second?
No, before any, no such resolution describing unplatted territory therein may be adopted until it has been approved by the county commissioners of the county where such unplatted territory is situated. For the purpose of this section, unplatted territory is any land which has not been platted by a duly recorded plat or any agricultural land as defined in SCCL 10-6-110. Okay? Is
If it
there,
has never been platted.
No.
or any agricultural land? Both. It says or.
Seeing everything on fairgrounds has been platted then?
I don't have my code here, SCL 10-6-110, maybe I'll get my phone.
Are you on AT&T?
What?
Are you on AT&T?
Yeah,
AT&T
It's
is not
working.
is
now.
not working.
for internet?
Yeah.
Where's my keys?
What, are you pulling it up, Leah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to AT&T?
I don't know.
Maybe one of the new fiber companies hit their line.
Oh,
Well, Corey Ferguson saw him sitting down there by the pole and lawn chairs yet the other day, so I don't know.
Do we know where the agricultural property is? That's a question.
Well, I think Leo was the one
There's-
saying that there was,
There's,
the agricultural, is that where the Legion and the church are?
Well,
That-
they're not on ag land,
but you
but
can't,
everything around them is ag land.
right.
Right, in which we're not annexing the around.
It's showing on the map.
The,
Meaning is
is
the
not on
part
that,
that's
but
marked
this is-
75?
This is ag,
75?
yeah.
Oh, you know that.
Yes,
That's just what it is.
75.
75, okay. So it is 75, that's the ag land.
Okay. Can we take properties out of the annexation area in between? We just can't add to them?
I don't think you can.
Can't add because they need to have notice.
Right, but could we remove like 75 and just keep 76 and 77?
Well, to be contiguous, 75, it would be required, wouldn't it?
No, that would be contiguous across Main Street.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
67 and 76.
Okay.
So the contiguous part would be Highway 40, and coming across
Right,
that to go
yeah.
to 75, 76.
You're right, it's
Just
not
seven.
heavy duty.
76,
it's in this one
77.
here.
No, that's okay.
Oh, no. You know what? It might not be. I'll put it in later.
Read it.
Oh,
You have it?
yeah.
She has one.
But that 75, then we would need to go to the commissioners
Yes.
for that one.
But then there's
And then
a,
come back with our resolution after that approval.
but then there's another one as well.
What one?
It's in Gables, and it's on the Gumbo Lily, prop,
Okay, which
Now.
one is that then?
and that one's 58.
Is there a house on 58?
I don't know
58's
that.
on top of the hill.
Yeah, so
Across
no,
the
there's
property.
no
Will not
house.
include any normally occupied dwelling or automobile garage or portion of the building used for the purpose of the occupants as well. Owner occupied single-family dwellings include all property classified, blah, blah,
No, there is no house up there.
No.
blah. What is it?
It's
Just ag?
just property, land.
That's
Their
where,
land.
Okay.
Hayfield.
yeah,
What's that?
Hayfield.
Yeah.
yeah, there's nothing up there.
And you get 10-6-112.
You have a question on that?
Yes, sir.
Property 1, 2, 3, and 10. There's nothing on it, and they're used as agriculture.
Are they taxed like that? Is it taxed as ag land? For tax
1, 2,
purposes?
3.
Are they taxed ag land?
Principal uses of order to raising.
What do you mean?
Are they taxed ag?
I don't know. I don't know how they're taxed, I guess. I have to ask.
Is that your property?
See, if they're platted and have buildings on them then,
They what?
if they're platted and have buildings on them,
They don't have, I mean, I don't know if they're plat or not, they're bordered it, but I never really officially got a plat map from what I've ever seen.
Because with 1, 2, 3, and 10, it looks like that's all platted with the numbers and description of that. Where like 15 is one big bulk type deal, or 58.
Wish you could print those off. Maybe you could.
I can print something off if you need me to.
110 and 112. So the board had.
Yeah, 10-6-110 and 112
Okay.
for
Right.
bylaw, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is Gumbo Lily or?
No,
which one?
this is Fairgrounds Place, so 75. And then number 58 right here on Gumbo Lily.
So we're thinking this is ag land?
Yep.
And then
And then 58 here is ag land.
And possibly
1, 2, 3, and 10,
What's your pin, Leah?
right?
2424.
1, 2, 3, and 10, but not 4.
Which one?
1, 2, 3, and 10.
And 58.
Yeah, 4, I don't know, that's not my
Which
copy.
one is this?
Oh, okay.
Gumbo Lily.
Gumbo Lily.
Yep, that's Fairgrounds. This is Gumbo Lily.
Oh, okay.
Seeing all we'd have to do is look at the county and
Yes.
see if them are platted. I'm, with them
Well,
being,
not just if it's platted, if it's ag land, it has to be approved by the county commissioners. No such resolution.
I would say, being it meets and bounds, legal description, it's not platted. Because it's described as the rest, half of the southwest, of the northwest, of the southwest quarters.
that's your 75.
Oh, I know, that's 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
So
So
that,
it's
you know,
not
my
platted.
first reaction would be, given those legal descriptions, it's not platted. Now, that does, it still might be, but then typically it would say of subdivision.
correct.
When
It doesn't say that.
correct, when I purchased it, I asked for a plat map, said there is none, this is all they have is legal description. That's what I was told, not saying,
And that's very possible. A lot of properties sold with meets and bounds and not done with a plat, only by legal description. So, in which that may very well be, and if so, then them would be properties that we would go to the commissioners on. And likewise with 75, to go to the commissioners on. And then likewise with 58. Because it's not gonna change any use of the property. Seeing that must be how Box Elder did all of theirs then, when they annexed all the way to Elkville years ago, all that farmland, hayland, and then they went, I forget how many miles to the north too. A mile north, and then went all the way back and did one big square. When I was talking to the mayor there, and it was all ag and everything, so whether they went to Pennington County Commissioners
Oh, we did.
and then presented that, yes.
I was just wondering if, like 75, if you would have to have it approved by the commissioners first.
Yep,
And does it have to have its own resolution also?
then it would. Wouldn't you say so, Mitch?
Well, I would say that if you're gonna include that the county commissioners get provided with a copy of the resolution of intent to annex prior to us voting on it. Again, you don't have to vote on it that night.
Yep,
Um,
this is only discovery anyway,
Right, and
the
so
first public hearing.
you don't have to vote on it that night. In fact, I think there's a, if I remember right, I think you have 60 days.
I don't know if I printed in all of the ones that you wanted, but it printed weird. Printed the orientation prints.
Yeah, you have 60 days, so at that time I would submit the entire resolution to the county commissioners for approval of those agricultural properties. So that they can approve it. They have 60 days.
Did you want that one, Leo? It's printed.
So we would still have the public hearing tomorrow,
Yeah.
but you would just wait
It's just discovered.
to vote.
Printed.
Until we get answer back from the commissioners.
That they would approve those agricultural
Because
to be.
if Lane's property is legal description right now, then it may be where we know the
Well, I
mine.
guess there isn't a time limit on that one. The resolution number 10 may be adopted with or without amendments after the public hearing. So I guess we wouldn't wanna delay that. What I was referring to is the resolution of annexation.
So we can do the intent.
I don't know if that statute applies to the resolution of intent or the resolution of annexation or both. It just says no resolution. No such resolution.
Because it looks like 15 is also ag.
That's what I wondered.
Yeah,
if going
15
that
is
way.
ag, this square. Number 58 is ag.
And then 23 up by Buckles, I don't know how
I
Buckles
think
is
that's ag up there.
No, it's,
platted.
It is
well, it's residential
residential?
with Custer County. But in Fairgrounds, it's 73, 74, and 75 are ag.
73, 74, and 75.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and 10 are residential. Oh, no, 10 is, let's see,
1, 2, 3, 10 is,
no, 8 is ag.
8 is ag.
Yeah. Right below 15.
Okay.
But none of those other ones are. The 1, 2, 3, or 10 that we were just talking about,
right.
they're all residential.
Oh, so they are listed as residential then, on 1, 2, 3, and 10 through the county.
Yeah. That's just based on their records of how it's taxed.
So, but if Lane didn't get anything on, as far as a plat when he bought it,
Well, you can still have residential use with meets and bounds.
Did you do 110 also? No, we got 112.
Can I see that?
so 1, 2, 3, 10 look like they're residential. now.
Yep. They're classified as residential.
Okay. Fifteen is ag,
8, 15, and 58 for the ones in Gumbo Valley.
And 63, it's okay?
63 is commercial.
cause 75 is yours, right, Leo?
Yes.
So that's ag.
Yep.
But 73, 74 aren't yours, Leo?
No.
Where's that at?
All I can
They're
figure
those
out
little
is they
tiny
must be
chunks in the
Wyoming
bottom
Leonard's
of
and
Fairgrounds.
the house to the north.
Those little ones that were just platted of negative hours.
Would
Oh,
make
right there.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense.
But why they would call ag?
Yeah,
It might just be a delay in the timing. You know, I don't know, these, what's that called, zoning or occupancy? Is that based on, like, say, the 2019 taxes payable in 2020, or?
that
you know,
makes sense too.
I don't know, because that's what is, because somewhere, you're the ones that say it was recently, only recently platted. Before that was all just a 40 acre or an 80 acre.
Sure. But 73, 74 show ag then,
Mm-hmm.
Where's the lagoon?
by 73, that'd be this square.
This square here. This
Oh,
way.
I sure got a map, I can look through.
And don't we,
Cause
And that's
74
already
is
annexed.
Leonard's.
in the city?
Yeah.
It's already annexed in the city already.
The lagoons are not within
Should
the.
they be?
They should have been.
Yeah, but the things are.
And you-
I mean, we own them.
I guess
Yeah, we bought the property.
What's that?
Right.
for the
Yeah.
lagoon,
I mean, my point being there, if they're not, shouldn't they? And shouldn't we add those at this time too
yeah.
and get it done with?
That's a different process, isn't it?
What?
If they own the lagoons, but it's not contiguous to the town?
Who owns the land in between?
Negbauers.
The road too,
We have easement,
only easement?
Well, you can extend it, I suppose, but it would be, can still be continuous. What's your question? I'm not sure. In the resolution that was mailed out, that wasn't included.
Yeah. I
Because right
understand.
now it's not contiguous.
Because we own it, I just thought it should be annexed into the city. It's city property, it's,
Much more effective printing.
Yeah, that's a better job.
Yeah.
Can you do that with 12 too?
Yes, I can go back and do that with 12.
you're fine, Gail. We thank you
Yeah.
for the added headache.
Did that.
It's so much better to do all this now instead of tomorrow night.
oh boy, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it really is just determined based on how it's taxed.
Well, and that being where it wouldn't be taxed on that, it'd be off the city roll now.
No, for agricultural, right?
That can't-
Oh.
Yeah, for ag.
Yeah.
Ag.
But I think the lagoons would be a separate process, because that would be a voluntary annexation, right?
Well, there's nobody there that's gonna complain.
Well, that's what I mean, but it wouldn't be part of the forced contiguous process that we're in. Because
only
it's
thing
not contiguous, that land is not contiguous to the boundary, there's a gap in between.
The
The
gap in
lagoons are
between
only
is,
these,
So we own the lagoon, but Negabar owns everything around it?
everything
Yes.
How
around
is
it.
that described in the documents?
just the way years ago it was originally set up with that, with an easement to come to it. And then we bought an additional 5 acres from them, which is that
So that's,
piece.
is that ag land too around the lagoon?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so same issue, you still have to
Thank
have.
you.
So we can get rid of this?
Yeah,
Now, you can
It's
include
now
it-
scratch
you can
paper.
include
Yeah.
it,
Which one
but-
is?
The
that one that
sideways
went,
one.
yeah.
But it's not contiguous, I thought there's different process for
Well,
contiguous.
Negabar, I thought you said we annexed Negabar's property.
Oh, I don't think Negabour
No,
needs to be annexed.
no.
No,
Oh,
Yeah,
We
they
went-
are absolutely no.
no,
But we could approach them.
no.
I'm just,
well,
Sorry.
the
I'm
whole,
laughing,
wait a
but
minute,
it's-
the whole process here, people can object, whether they want to or not.
So did you buy the access to the lagoon? Or is it just the easement?
See, and I don't know how that original agreement was set up with that.
Because that would determine whether it's contiguous or non-contiguous. Is that access?
Yeah,
Because it
Yeah.
would be contiguous with
Yeah.
my land on the other side of the Fairgrounds Place.
exactly.
Which is in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but only if you bought
The access. And otherwise, if they just gave easement
Yeah.
for theirs, then it wouldn't.
I don't know how you would describe that on a recorded document. A separate legal for the right of way and for the access road. That's kind of goofy. But again, it doesn't matter if the Negabars object, a lot of these people are objecting. And then if we want to refer it to a vote, they can do that. As long as they get it done with the appropriate number of signatures and within the time frame that's allowed. So these will probably end up going to a referendum anyway. But I can't-
Do the citizens have to do that?
Yes. And you have an election vote due. So, I don't know if this statute says it talks, there's no such resolution describing unplatted territory. It doesn't really make a lot of sense that it would apply to the resolution of intent. But I guess I'll be on the safe side, I would run it through the county commissioners and ask them to approve it before we have our public hearing. So we have to just recreate the wheel here
Before the public hearing? Or before you can vote on it?
before the public hearing.
Before the first public hearing.
Right, so because I'm assuming you're gonna vote on it that night, right? On all three of them.
Tomorrow night,
You would have done that, right?
We would have, but if we can defer it,
that'd be, yeah.
All the statute says is that the resolution of intent may be adopted with or without amendments after the public hearing.
so it may, so we could defer until we hear from the commissioners, then bring it back
So you don't
And
have to
act
do
on
a
it.
new public hearing?
after
Then
the
you certify
commissioners.
letters to everyone?
Yep, I would say we can do it that way.
We do have to do another,
No.
we just,
Yeah, you just wouldn't vote on it tomorrow.
Just have to.
And then we can let the public all know, through register, especially the ones that are involved, when the next public meeting would be on it, once we hear back from the commissioners.
okay.
Because we get on, the commissioners are this
The-
Wednesday,
It's,
so we wouldn't get on this agenda.
it'd be the 11th.
Yeah,
I don't know what the state's attorney's office position would be on that. They may just say that we don't have to decide anything until there's actually the resolution of intent passes, and then we'll decide, then it's submitted. Either, I don't know.
so that'd be a question where you'd have to call Tracy Kelly and ask Tracy Kelly about where we're at on that part.
You could try calling her. Do you know her number?
I don't.
Can you make calls with AT&T?
Probably not.
I can't.
Have you got the number on one of your phones?
I mean, if you have it, I can call her on the work phone.
There it is. Western United States Attorney. Boom, got it. Going through.
Did you find it?
Oh, it's ringing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Tracy Kelly. This is Mitch Johnson. Is Tracy Kelly there? Hello?
No, shut it off.
You said your name.
The phone's not working.
No,
Okay.
AT&T.
It's AT&T.
What was the number?
605-673-8175. I suppose nobody called me either. Okay.
Hi, yes. Is Tracy Kelly available for a phone call from Mitch Johnson
From the town of Hermosa.
and the town of Hermosa? Annexation question that we have.
Do you have a speaker?
Hello?
No, one of the phones doesn't do speakerphone and one does. That's gonna be on
I
next
need to
thing,
spend
is
some
that
money and
the
get a new phone.
Yeah, please. The smartphone.
Well, no, well, I mean for the office.
Not sure what that is. What is that?
An old phone.
I just told Linda we need to do an update.
Yeah.
1998.
It was a good year.
Still works. Kind of.
We're here to witness today, so we survived it. Leo might have a better reflection of 1988 than us.
I suppose you think those were my wild years.
It's all between us.
I know,
Oh, no.
I had kids at home, kids in college.
Are you sure in '88?
Oh, no,
Yeah, you
I'm
better-
thinking
yeah.
98.
They were still at home.
Yeah, they were still at
Thinking you're not that old, Leo.
home. I look a lot
No,
younger.
this is-
That's what Dan wanted to say.
I would think she put me on all that.
That's the perfect answer.
They're not answering.
Anybody have fast? Your phone works.
Verizon?
Yeah, let's call her on Verizon.
Want to use mine? That or it's what's
Six,
that other
seven.
company? Verizon.
Oh,
That's what we're trying with Leah's.
8175.
That's no.
Well,
You're
just let
safe.
me know.
The attorney's office, this is Cindy, can help you.
Everybody
Hi,
good?
this is Mitch Johnson. We're having problems with our phones.
Okay.
Is Tracy Kelly there?
Hold on and let's see if we can get to your crest now, okay?
Okay, yep, thanks.
So, your old phone don't work either, huh?
Is that
This
it?
is Tracy.
Hi Tracy, this is Mitch Johnson. How are you?
Verizon.
Good, how are you, Mitch?
Good. We're looking at doing an annexation here and some of the property. I need you to look at a statute for us and decide if some ag property has to go through the county commissioners before we can even vote on the resolution of intent to annex.
Okay.
It's SDCL 9-4-5. Okay.
Okay.
And it's basically says no such resolution. I'm not sure if that applies to the resolution of intent to annex, the resolution of annexation, or both. If we need both, then of course I need to run this, our notice of intent to annex through the Custer County Commissioners before, because it involves some agricultural land.
Okay. So it's unplatted,
Yep.
top.
Yep. So we had planned to vote on the resolution of intent tomorrow, but that statute's not clear if that applies to both resolutions or just the resolution of intent, or excuse me, the resolution of annexation. So there's two public hearings we gotta hold.
9-4-4.2 is the resolution that's on the intent to annex, right?
Yes, correct.
And you've got, adoption, county road.
I'm looking at 9-4-5.
Right.
Yeah. Couldn't find any cases in the annotations, of course.
Gosh, it doesn't define it, does it?
No.
Wondering, so, I mean, the statute right before that deals with resolution of intent to
Mm-hmm.
So it would lead me to believe that it would include your resolution and intent.
Yeah, that's kinda what I was thinking too. So
Yeah.
before we could even really have well, we could probably have a public hearing, we just can't pass the resolution of intent.
Right.
So, I think that's what we'll do. I'll visit with the board here some more, and, that was just my question of whether or not that statute applied to basically both resolutions or just the last one. So,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm just doing it based on a really quick, review of it, but just because the statute right before it talks about resolution of intent to annex,
Mhm.
it would lead me that it's talking about that as well, so.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
sorry.
thank you. No,
You're
thank
welcome.
you, bye.
Okay.
All right, so,
Thank you.
I gotta go pick up kiddos though.
Okay,
Did you need me for anything else? Sorry.
I think we'll be where you know where we're headed, and we'll have the rest of the information for tomorrow night. And it very well may be, we'll have the public hearing, but we'll have to defer until we go to commissioners on them ag lands
yeah.
and have more clarification. Yes, sir.
Just because it involves the same piece of ground, I wanted to say that, Mitch, you might want to look up what the statutes are on annexation of a political subdivision. Because
What?
73, 74, and 75 are all in the road district. And according to my reading, you can't annex a political subdivision without permission of the subdivision, which would be the road district, and we're not willing to give that land up to the city and take it out of our tax base for the road district. But I'm not a lawyer, so you know.
Why, you have two, well, can you give me your authority for that? I'll look at it.
Well, my authority is 75, parcel 75,
Yeah.
which is, I'm the owner, or I'm the officer of the corporation.
So we could take that actually out of the annexation then,
Yeah.
and wouldn't affect your road district, right?
Yeah, if you don't annex 73, 74, 75, it doesn't affect our road district.
Why does
73 and 74 down
The
south on,
church and the Legion.
No, that's.
oh, that's 73
Maybe I've got the wrong number. It's
yeah, 73 and
Well, I
74.
screw up once in a while.
75 is yours.
So
75,
76,
what's the other two?
77.
76 and Legion
Oh, 76,
77.
okay, 75, 76, 77.
I don't think, how is that different than a fire district or?
Well, all I'm doing is saying what the statute, when I read it, it says.
What is the,
You
yeah,
can't annex
what is the statute?
a fully,
What is the statute?
I
If you,
don't know that.
if you wanna send that to me, give me the statute, I'll look at it. To see.
Yeah, if I've still got it on the computer at home.
Yeah, cause I'll look at it, cause
Access to all of those. is
that
required
doesn't,
for you.
I don't see in the,
Well, you can't have city property in a road district.
under 9-4,
Thank you, Leah.
Yep, sorry.
Thank you, Dan.
So,
Under 9-4.
all I'm saying is, this is going to come up again. So I'm just giving you a warning.
A heads up to
A
look.
heads up, that's a
That's
better.
great.
Heads up to look
So if
into
you
it.
wanna give me, if you just give me the statute, I'll look at it.
I've given you the information. I won't, I can't be there tomorrow. I had a commitment made 3 years ago. And so I can't be there tomorrow. But, I'm just, as a heads up that it involves a road district. And when we tried to form a road district on Fairgrounds Place, we were told we couldn't because it would involve city property.
Well, and
So I don't
that's,
see how the reverse isn't also applicable.
see, and Fairgrounds is already in municipal, the
road.
fairgrounds. Just,
Subsequently,
yeah,
yes.
and Fairgrounds Place Road is town, because we've
For
accepted
a
it.
part of it, yes.
No, all of yeah, going
So you're-
just to the fairgrounds. Correct.
Well, to my
Yeah.
property.
Correct. Where the municipal-
Well, no, Evans has, okay, it's Fairground, you have Fairgrounds Place as shown on the purple on that map.
Right,
But Fairgrounds Place continues
Right.
beyond that.
Correct.
And you have nothing there.
no, correct,
Right, on further down.
exactly. So, well, I appreciate that, Leo. We'll look into that as far as the road district portion of it and annexation requirements there. And you know, that's why this public hearing is so huge, you know, to try to get that all
Right,
in.
and that's one I thought, you know, maybe you can answer tomorrow night in my absence.
Yeah. Well, and then the ag properties, I mean, this is to find the right legal descriptions, to find the right property descriptions, the whole 9 yards, to make sure where we're at. And I think, the handout that, you got from Gail,
Which one?
this one here for the Fort Worth,
Well, that has to be changed.
Yeah, that's why I didn't hand it out.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, it
there's-
doesn't have, no, yeah, what I handed this out for was because it had some, what frequently asked
the
questions.
second page is what I like. Where it goes through on garbage services and schools and zoning, farm animals, setting change taxes, fire service, building permits, animal control, the curb gutter sidewalks. You know, that none of them are triggers of annexation, and the services are still going to be, and these are advantages of being of the community, and nothing is triggered by any of them unless you were to completely subdevelop your property and make it a subdivision. You know, it's the only way that any of them are going to change or be effect, which takes a lot of it. Their uses will stay the same as their uses. They'll have the same situation, and that's with all of Gumbo Lily. It's all gonna be residential ag, and everything is zoned. So they keep their livestock, chickens, whatever else they have out there and continue their service. Until they sell that land is the only time that that service would be interrupted if the new buyer changes service. If the new buyer wants to subdivide or do anything like that. That's the only time it would change. Otherwise, just like Fairgrounds Place Road, if they sell that property as a horse property, it still stays a horse property. Just because they're on the annexation doesn't mean it's gonna change that. And that's what residential ag does, is it protects them landowners. So that's why we developed that zoning,
Right.
is for that purpose. And we knew with Gumbo Lily and being an agricultural community, we don't want to disrupt that. That's not what it's about. What it's about is extension of infrastructure and the protection of where we are with infrastructure. You know, is our biggest thing that we're battling, and we need the numbers to continue to go forward with what we're battling, is Southern Black Hills water and the rural water part of it. And if we're forced to regionalize, this community is gonna get one hell of a rude awakening when their water bills go up $100 a month. You know, and we're trying to protect that, trying to keep it at a level of where we're at.
Yes,
So-
please. Thank you.
So that's where our biggest
Okay, so
aspect.
where are we at on this? We're gonna have our public
Yeah.
hearing tomorrow, right?
Yep,
And then we'll have the discussion, and then, we'll vote on that later. But in the meantime, we'll submit it to the county commissioners on the ag property.
so we'll have to get that put on their
And
agenda.
I'll look into this road district business, but, certainly doesn't address that in the annexation statutes, that's chapter, doesn't say that, about that at all. I think it's road district is just for, you guys tax in that district, so you wouldn't lose that.
Yes, we would.
You would?
Yes. Do you pay anything into the secondary roads taxation to Custer County within the city limits?
not in city limits.
Right, well,
Oh,
that's,
oh.
so, okay now, so let's take this land out of the Brophy Road District, put it in city, and we can no longer get the opportunity to tax that land.
Okay.
Which is why we're raising the point, is you're taking tax base away from us because of the special situation for secondary roads and road districts.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good question.
like I say, I'm not a lawyer, so my reading.
So you'll have to see if you can look into that more closely, because there's gotta be a trade-off. There's other areas that have been annexed and Box Elder, I keep using them as an example, but there was road districts all over that and county. But, you know, it's
Well, you
been,
can voluntarily, you could dissolve your road district.
right.
But that's not
If the city was
happening.
gonna take over, but that's not gonna happen.
And out there being that segment of it, you know, where we are with the utilities, and you're saying 75, 76, 77, it's how much percentage of taxes actually go to that road district and that piece, and how large an area the road district is. Does the road district take up everything that goes out to Dickoffs, to everything else then? Is that all part of that? So it's a huge area. So if this is, this
It's a
piece,
long road too.
Yeah.
but if your piece of that tax district is a 16th of the taxes that go to it, just for numbers, just throwing it out, then it isn't a huge number that's taken away from the road district. I see
No,
where,
it wouldn't be a huge number, no. But
right.
just like a boxer standing in the corner, he doesn't throw his first punch or his best punch first.
I hear you.
So it sounds like we're on course for tomorrow then?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, next
So,
segment.
Could I just ask a question
Oh,
on
yeah,
that though?
any other questions?
Mitch, on, Gumbo Lily, if you look at Gumbo Lilies,
The resolution?
mhm,
I'm not sure what I'm looking at there.
here, I'll show you. So on Gumbo Lily, these properties, and it starts on, it's Gumbo Lily, everybody, it would be the resolution number,
4?
yes. If you look at the second page where it starts with lot 17, maybe it's your first page, I'm not sure, lot 17. At the very top says lot 17, 18, and 19 of tract C. Okay, so all of those three, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, those 5 are actually this.
Oh, you just duplicated it?
Yeah,
That's okay.
okay.
So 17, 18, 19 are duplicates of which one?
Oh, okay, so that paragraph, all the way down to,
How did that happen?
I don't know, we got them from the Register of Deeds.
Well, that's what we go by.
So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 bullets.
To track A of Gable subdivision?
And tract A is all of the ones from up above. So all of those up above are tract A.
We're just duplicating it, so that's not a big.
So tomorrow night, I wouldn't read
No, I want you to read the whole thing, just as it is.
even those,
As it's
As we
described.
may.
as it was, okay,
That's what we
all right,
may.
okay,
Because Custer County has that registered that way.
okay,
And then that,
So that's what we go off
okay,
then
of.
with
We can
that,
rely on whatever Custer County gave us according to the statute,
okay,
or the director regulation, I guess.
yeah, okay, yes, that's right,
Main thing is that the property is described
okay,
and the owners identified.
all right.
Owner got notice. So
So tomorrow night, we're on for reading the resolutions.
I think, yeah, public hearing
Mm-hmm,
on the resolution.
okay,
Read it,
With no vote.
The vote on it will be held in advance pending approval by the Custer County Commissioners on the ag land.
And,
And I'll look at the issue he raised.
okay.
Leo?
Never mind.
Oh, Leo, I thought had a question.
I resolved it in my mind.
Oh, well, share it. We want the inside scoop.
No, actually, Mitch answered it, Mr. Johnson.
You can call me Mitch.
Okay, you can call me Lou.
And then the other thing is, Mitch, we did have a few people that had not picked up their letters.
It's just, it's not our fault.
Okay,
Just as long as we have a receipt that says not delivered.
There's some that see a certified letter and they think, oh, I don't want that one. I'm picking it
Small
up.
claims.
okay.
Might be from that Johnson attorney.
You just gotta keep the receipts.
We have.
You have any other questions, Lane?
Yeah, I did have a quick question, just understand, part of the annexation would there be any plan for access to, my land is kind of nestled in there. Is there a plan to have roads, or how is that gonna look, or how are we gonna get access?
Nope, nothing was gonna change in the process of all the annexation. Everything will stay the same, and the only thing we're doing, our big thing is water sewer up Gumbo Lily, and then doing the loop to the line we've extended now. So you'll will have better fire service, you'll have sewer out there, water out there. And in the annexation, that cost is ours to hook you up and bring it to you, and so that's the win-win of the carrot for the annexation, is that we are securing the grants loan, which we have the sewer now. We hope to meet on the water, and then once we do, we want to eliminate all the septic tanks. So then what we do is when we pay to eliminate the septic tanks, we pay to bring the sewer to you, we pay to bring the water to you. So that way you're on town utilities.
How soon would the sewer be available to this area?
Well, within a year. Because we've got approved for the loan grant on it already. And so that's where it'll be the next phase, which I was hoping we could ask Leah that, but we will tomorrow night, how soon we will start. I don't anticipate going out for bid till fall, because everybody is so busy, and you're gonna get a better bid in the fall for the start of spring than you will trying to bid something now. Everybody's jammed up, everybody's busy. So I would say next spring would be when that project would start.
And you were questioning for lots 1, 2, 3, and 10?
See them where the goat farm,
Yeah.
that Lane bought?
Oh, that's where you're at.
Yeah, I'm an L shape around the goat farm, not goat farm anymore, but.
Right. It
Around,
cleaned up,
around their
cleaned
home.
up very nicely.
So you
It's organized now.
So you have no buildings on any of those properties, but hope to someday, is what you're saying?
But that's kind of the intent, with this annexation, would there be an opportunity to get access, I don't know, from the south or from a street, from the town of Hermosa, if we're gonna be part of Hermosa, that's some of those questions I had in mind.
When you bought that property, did you, ask for easement on their road already?
Yeah, I got a temporary easement, but no real permanent, so to speak. If I go build, I'm gonna have to figure out, get a better agreement probably. I did have one in the works, but something, I just can't get hold of the person that agreed to work with me on, so I just haven't. But I'm wanting to get started on it, so.
Okay.
But I didn't now with this annexation, I wanted to kind of see where that goes, because there's a lot of questions in my mind then.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see that there would be any roads that would be developed in there as far as city roads go, by myself looking at the map. So that would be, you'll either have to go,
Why don't you just put on site?
you know, your own,
So you do-
get easement right there by, through 62 or through 11, I guess it would be,
You bought it.
along
Okay, so
11,
you
that
just-
little tiny piece right
you
there.
want it right there, you just sign it there.
That's where we're temporarily going, but then
That is
when
where
I
you're
kinda
temporary.
visited about doing permanent, they weren't quite on board with
They
it yet.
weren't on board with that? Okay.
Who owns 4?
Another place would be that Park Drive, if we can cut it a little bit off that.
Yes, I've seen that.
Corner of third, or that third lot, that, not lot number 3, where it might be
Okay.
So
potential.
11 is Cooney? Is that who owns that now?
I don't know.
Who owns 4?
I think Cooney's further up. Do you know who owns 4?
4?
No, I don't know.
Be in the legals.
Listed as Jerry Upton.
Oh, okay. I know him.
They're both.
4 and
Nice to
5.
make this print any smaller, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just bought that over there. Okay.
Seeing the other way would be off Carriage Hills. That land that I own coming in by the cul-de-sac of Park
Is it Jerry
Drive.
Upton?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who owns 11 then, as long as you're looking at
that
it?
would be Cooney.
11?
Uh-huh.
That's Roberta.
Roberta's 11? I thought she was on the other side.
Owns both.
Yeah.
And
So
then-
then 14 would be Cooney or 17?
And they're on both sides of the road.
Do you need any other ones?
9.
Okay.
I know. Isn't 9, what's her name, the one that Bob's been helping?
Is that
Yeah.
Lee?
Shot move.
Oh, that's Schottenmuller on 9? Okay, so Lee Bale must be 12 and 13.
Thanks.
I'll bet.
So who do you want to know?
Oh, wait, excuse me, I think 12 might be shot.
9 and 12.
9 is Shopmiller,
Okay,
Okay.
and then what'd you say, 12
Yes.
is Shopmiller as well.
okay, so then she's 13.
13 is Lee Bale.
She'd be 13 and part of 14?
14 is Quinn,
Well,
Don Quinn.
well, that's Cooney now.
Who is that?
That Cooney
14 is Quinn,
Uh-huh.
which is Cooney now.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Just a question that Lane had
Yeah.
on his properties and actually, so, part of the annexation.
Did you go parasailing or something? Did you go parasailing?
Getting old.
Oh, I hate it.
Anything further, Lane? Thank you. Okay, any other questions, Leo? Thank you for your input. It's always helpful. I appreciate it. Item B is the operating agreement discussion.
Right. Okay, so I did a memo this morning. And according to our ordinance, any establishment selling alcoholic beverages is required to enter into an operating agreement with the town. Now, the town, I set forth a fact statement. The town has actually been issued a retail on-sale liquor license by the South Dakota Secretary. It actually should be Secretary of Revenue, not the state. And based upon that liquor license, we entered into an operating agreement with MG Oil Company, Hermosa Deli and Lounge. Those ones, that's fine. I didn't have any issue with that one. Then we have a town of Hermosa has been issued a retail, we hold the license.
Right.
We have 3 licenses. Was there a vote years ago on public, the option to have?
See, that come clear back when Deb first come on with Ike Bell and Smitty and Durflinger, and it was going then. So that had to have been back even before that. When
I mean, was there an election, a vote or something years ago?
Who knows?
We don't know.
On the option, okay. Well, they've been issued, so they're in our names, and then, so when we have a retail on-sale liquor restaurant license issued, in which we have an operating agreement with Lazy R Bar and Grill, so they're operating our license under their name. And then there's the third one, which is the town of Hermosa has been issued a package off-sale liquor license, which we have entered into a operating agreement again with MG Oil, Deli and Lounge, okay? And I attached the operating agreements and the licenses to the document to show that it actually issued. So all 3 are fine. It does not appear that the town of Hermosa has been issued any alcoholic beverages license for beer and wine, and I cite the statutes there, 35-4-2, paragraph 12 and 16. So then it appears that MG Oil has been issued a retail on-off sale license directly by the South Dakota Department of Revenue. And we also have, the operating agreement also includes the sale of beer, all sales, 5% on the sale of beer. Then the Hermosa Community Center has also been issued a retail on-off sale license directly from the South Dakota Department of Revenue. They hold the license. We have an operating agreement with them. Appears that their annual fee, it's a $300 license fee, which apparently they've been paying at the rate of $25 per month. The Hermosa Community Center is not required to pay the town of Hermosa a percentage of any sales.
That's where the whole problem started. Because they're not, this is the owner. They're not paying the $25 a month, they paid the $300.
Well, that's fine.
But our ordinance says
Yeah, I know,
300,
but you have a contract that supersedes that. I read the operating agreement today, because you sent it to me. And the operating agreement with the, is that you, Hermosa Community Center? Only requires is the maximum fee is $300, okay? And they were to pay at the rate of $25 per month. That contract will supersede, is it just for a year?
correct,
Okay.
yeah.
So.
Plus the renewal fee of 300.
Right, yeah.
Plus the renewal fee of, so $325 a month. 300 for the renewal, which 150 goes to the state and 150 comes to the city.
Yeah.
Plus $25 a month for the operating agreement.
I'm looking at G here. H, rather. $300 per year, set sum payable at the rate of $25 per month.
The way that's read.
That's
I
what
don't
it's
see,
called.
where's
So,
the
does
renewal?
not say
What?
that renewal.
But there's not, that was what the problem was. There was no renewal in that operating agreement.
Well, you would just have to have a new agreement.
Right.
This agreement's in effect from when to when?
It's coming up right now. I mean, we have to have it back to the state
This
by May.
agreement will expire June 30th, 2022. June 20th.
But it has to be back to the state by the 20th of May.
Okay.
So it has to be rewritten.
It has
That's
to-
incorrect.
Right, it's the operating, correct.
Okay, well, you can do that. I'm just telling you what I'm reading, okay? So then it appears that the Pop's Grocery has been issued a retail on-off sale malt beverage license, same as you, malt beverage license. the South Dakota Department of Revenue. We don't have an operating agreement in place with them at all.
No, but we are going to.
Okay. Well, the question,
But they've been
Because they want-
the
paying.
issue is then, is whether the town of Hermosa can require all business establishments to enter into an operating agreement to sell alcoholic beverages, okay? I've wrestled with this all morning and I've come to the conclusion that it can require an operating agreement with the Pop's grocery store and the Hermosa Community Center and whoever else wants a beer license. I call them beer licenses.
Yeah.
Beer license, okay? And the reason for that, and so what I've done here is in the discussion area, I've delineated the statutes which define what the various licenses are. Off sale, on sale, I emboldened and italicized the ones that would appear relevant to Hermosa in this situation. On page 4, you've got wine and cider retailers, both package dealers. And then 16 is the big one, malt beverage and wine produced by farm winery licensee, being both package dealers and on-sale dealers, $300. That's where you're getting that $300 from, I take it. Okay, so, the town, since we have, we hold an off-sale license under a local option, that's what I understand it is. We could have, we're eligible for our own license for wine and for beer, but we don't have one, right?
No.
No,
Okay. You could get one though, according to the statute.
okay.
And I've cited that statute on page 5, 35-4-2.4. Since we don't have any licenses, we could, if we did have those, we could offer those an operating agreement for somebody to operate it, right? Just like we do on the other 3 we have. But nonetheless, it appears from this statute, SDCL 35-4-19, it says if the town of Hermosa has been issued an on-sale and off-sale license, the town of Hermosa, which it appears the town of Hermosa has both off-sale and an on-sale license, that the town of Hermosa may issue licenses pursuant to SDCL 35-4-212, that's for the wine,
And beer?
and SDCL 35-4-2-16, which is the beer and beer and farm wine, where there's some difference. And by resolution enter into an operating agreement made with any person for the specific purposes of operating an on-sale establishment or an off-sale establishment or both for the municipality. So the question I had is, is it required that the municipality itself have a license issued to it that would have to be operated? I think this statute is broad enough to say that if you have an on-sale and an off-sale license, the town can issue those beer licenses and require an operating agreement to be put in place. Okay? It's confusing, but that's the conclusion I've reached. Because if you read the statute, 35-4-19, which is right in the middle of page 6, if a municipality has been issued an off-sale license, first of all, it says any municipality that has obtained a license under this title may issue licenses pursuant to 12 and 16. That's the wine and the beer. Okay? If the municipality has been issued an off-sale license only, the governing body may approve or disapprove applications for on-sale licenses issued pursuant to subdivision 35-4-2. Parent 4. The one that applies here for you, for Hermosa, is that if a municipality has been issued an on-sale and off-sale license, which we have, right?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
We have a package off-sale.
Yeah, yes,
We also
yes,
have
yes.
on-sale
Yep,
at the restaurant, we have an
Yep,
on-sale
yes, yes.
for liquor.
Yes,
That's how I'm reading it, because it doesn't say anything about that we have to be issued the beer license. Okay, it says any on-sale, off-sale license, the governing body may by resolution enter into an operating agreement with any person for the specific purpose of operating an on-sale establishment or an off-sale establishment, or both for the municipality. Okay? Make sense?
That's for the municipality.
Well, that's what it says, but the statute doesn't say we have to have that particular license. It just says any on-sale or off-sale license. We can issue those licenses and enter in an operating agreement with the user.
Don't you think there's probably a resolution on file that we've done that already with the on sale and off sale? Really, what the issue really is the one with the Hermosa Community Center and Pops is where we were.
Yes, and that's what I'm geared at here.
Okay.
And so we're able to
Can we
continue.
require them to do an operating agreement? Then if we can, the statute following that delineates the contents of the operating agreement as follows. Okay? And the manager is responsible for all operating expenses, including taxes, insurance, and license fees. And here's one that confused me. The manager may dispense only alcoholic beverages supplied by the municipal off-sale establishment. Where do you get your beer? You don't buy it through Hermosa, do you?
Probably Eagle
No.
Sales,
Just in the distributors in Rapid.
Yeah.
yeah, Eagle, probably.
This paragraph says the manager may dispense only alcoholic beverages supplied by the municipal off-sale establishment. The only off-sale establishment that we have licensed is the package off-sale liquor license that was issued to the town and is being operated by MG Oil Company, Hermosa Deli and Lounge. You don't get your beer through there, do you? I don't think so.
Huh.
No, because, yeah, their
That would-
licenses are in their names.
Well,
that
see, in
comes from the
Wyoming,
state.
You have to purchase, anybody that has a license in Wyoming, they have their special owned sticker. And you have to buy that alcohol beer from them, from that distributor in Wyoming only. If you get caught bringing alcohol from South Dakota into Wyoming and putting it on your shelf, you stand to lose your license.
So that's what it's confusing to me, because that statute would seem to point against my opinion, that you can require the operating agreements for beer licenses, unless the town has actually been issued the beer license.
I see.
Because it says the manager may dispense only alcoholic beverages supplied by the municipal off-sale establishment. So the only off-sale establishment we have is the package off-sale liquor license issued to us, which is being operated by MG Oil, Hermosa Deli and Lounge.
But it
Well,
used to,
but then they're having to pay premium price for beer because you probably get a lower price going through a
Mhm.
what do you call them? Not dispensary,
Distributor,
but
whatever.
distributor.
Wholesale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
The manager, and then paragraph 5 under that statute, the manager shall pay for all alcoholic beverages supplied by the municipal off-sale establishment, the actual cost, price, the transportation charges and markup, and any additional compensation or fees may be mutually agreed upon between the parties. Okay, that's where I think you get into that 5% or whatever. But you gotta buy the beer from our municipal off-sale establishment, which would be MG Oil, the package.
Yeah,
Wow.
Pops buys theirs, I mean, they have Budweiser that comes down and all
So-
that, they,
If you're gonna do an operating agreement, they have to do that.
I mean, even if the license is in their name,
Well,
because the Pops, the
That's what I'm
license
saying.
comes to them in their name.
if we're gonna have an operating agreement with these guys on their beer licenses, they have to get their beer through who
Wow.
we have a license with, the package off-sale dealers.
So
That's
Pops
what
would
the-
too.
Yeah,
Exactly,
that's if
Uh-oh.
we have an operating agreement.
right.
So we
But you
can't
don't.
have an operating agreement.
So, yeah. So
Go ahead, what did you say?
But you don't have to have an operating.
No, you don't.
No.
that
I mean, that's,
No, that's the whole
option.
thing.
actually our ordinance says.
Doesn't matter what the ordinance says, it matters what the statute says,
Yeah.
may.
Okay.
They supersede.
I know our ordinance says that.
Okay. So that can be changed and we can
You
drop
don't have
an
to-
operating
You don't
agreement.
have to enforce that if it doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't make sense because.
And is it worth calling the state as who you call to ask on them questions too?
They wouldn't answer the questions. They're not gonna give us legal
No,
advice.
no, that's exactly right. It's exactly what she said.
See, it used to be that way, Mitch.
What's that?
The city used to own the liquor store in Hermosa.
Mhm.
And then, for whatever reason, it changed, and I don't remember exactly why it changed. But the city did no longer want to have the money all sitting in alcohol,
Mhm.
if I remember correctly. And so, I would guess that when they rewrote then the licenses and the agreements, that they just kept it that same way without knowing, I would guess, I don't
So
know.
they don't need an operating agreement.
So,
You can read
Can't
the
do
rest
it.
of it. My conclusion is that you can do it, but by entering into an operating agreement,
They'd have to,
it still has to comply with SDCL 35-4-21 that they buy their beer
oh, that would,
through the package
yeah,
that,
establishment that we have.
no operating agreement.
so, let me ask this question then. If we don't even do an operating agreement for Hermosa Community Center and Pops,
Correct.
can we still follow the ordinance where, though, that it says there's a
5%.
$300 renewal fee, a $25 a month fee plus
No.
5%?
No,
None of that?
No,
Can't do
because
it.
you're not, it's not, operating agreements are done,
But that's not the operating
the
agreement.
operating agreements provide when you can make these
Isn't
additional
that
charges.
state regulation?
No,
No?
no, that's in our ordinance.
Can't do it.
So how do you, what do you charge them
The
then?
ordinance isn't the law necessarily.
Well, no, I know, but then what do you charge
It's a
them?
$300 annual fee
That's it.
And
Okay.
and it doesn't go through us.
and a $300 renewal.
$300 annual fee, $300 renewal. Okay.
Whatever the statute says here on.
Is it-
So it's
and
the-
it's not annual fee and renewal.
Yeah.
It's the
Here-
first
It's
fee,
300.
and then 300
For
renewal.
beer,
isn't it?
for beer, it's malt beverage and wine, $300.
And that's
And
it.
then if you, and then I'm not sure if you can add, if, for off sale, if you can, because it gets confusing. Off sale, not less than $300, the renewal fee for the license may not exceed $500. On sale, not less than $1 for each person residing within the municipality as measured by the last, well, that doesn't apply here, these are all off sale licenses, right? So, the renewal fee, in my opinion, could not exceed $500.
See, and theirs is on sale, off sale, both.
Okay, well then the off sale could be more, or on sale could be more. How do you have on sale?
Well, I can answer that.
Drinking on premises?
Yeah,
Yeah, because in 2018, South Dakota liquor license went to all on sale, off sale. There is no more of the other kind. It's the same thing all the way across.
Yep.
So it's on, off sale for all of them
That's good
in
point.
2018.
Well, my view is, well, you can do that, you probably can't comply with the provisions pertaining to operating agreements. Because they have to buy their beer
Right,
from
yeah,
you,
that,
from the town, through
Yeah.
their package dealer.
yeah, and they're not gonna do that.
No,
Rather
Well,
than-
besides that, the town doesn't own it.
no.
We have-
Well,
we have the
technically.
license.
We
Not
have the
for-
license,
Yeah, right.
yeah, but that's putting that business, giving them way more to do that is not their business, really, in my opinion.
So we don't give operating agreements then to Hermosa Community Center and to Pops.
Correct.
Right.
Unless we
I gotta get this clear though. 300 renewal, 20 plus $25 a month.
Nope.
No.
It's
Just 300.
So 300 renewal then,
That's it.
it's only
Where do you
150
get the 25 monthly? Where's that coming from? Other than an ordinance that,
from our ordinance.
Yeah.
well,
Nope.
okay.
Forget
I'm
the
looking at
ordinance.
the state statute on renewals, because the state statute defines what those are.
So then, the thing is that Hermosa, excuse me, I'm sounding a little bit like whatever, I'm trying to get money, whatever, but,
So,
the Hermosa, $300, $150 goes, of that goes to the
Yeah.
state,
right,
and $150 come,
Right.
so we lose quite a bit of revenue.
you get tax. So on
The
that,
sales tax.
on that next question, can the town implement 5%?
Yes,
No.
No, can't do that either.
No,
yes,
Just make
all
it
those,
no.
You can't. Based on what?
How do the others under?
how do all those other towns do
Where?
that?
Who?
I sent you all those.
You
Oh.
sent me, you told me that you had contacted who they actually hold the license,
right.
okay?
Okay,
And therefore, they can have an operating
okay,
agreement
okay,
for
okay,
somebody
okay,
to
all
operate
right, okay,
their
thank you.
license.
Okay,
That's
that's,
different.
that
That's
is,
different.
you're right,
Wow.
okay,
I have one
I
question.
stand corrected on that
Can we raise the fee from 300 to 500?
Renewals, yeah,
Renewals,
And that's what it
So-
says in here.
right there you go.
that's what it says. Unless the state disagrees, Department of Revenue. You'd have to ask them. Because the statute says, for the initial license, it's $300, right?
Not to exceed 500.
Right.
And then under off sale, not to exceed 500.
Not to exceed 500.
Right. So the question is, does Department of Revenue allow for the 500 renewal? Or are they gonna say, no, you have to limit it to 300? That's where it gets confusing, because we got on sale and off sale licenses. But
So,
clearly, his malt beverage license, he's got on sale and off sale.
Mm-hmm, so
So
does
what do you
Pops.
pay for your state fee?
300.
Give me 300.
and it could be,
And
And then
that's
the reason why I did
600.
on off sale was because they said that was the only option, it was the same price, so we went with that. I mean, that was the only reason.
Yeah, you do have a retail on off sale, yeah.
Mhm.
I see that. So,
I'm just trying to make sure that the town doesn't lose a lot of revenue.
I
the
That,
think
revenue
they'll
comes
probably get
from
more.
sales tax. Sell more beer.
Yeah,
yeah,
This,
Other than the 5% when you have an alcohol license and then,
those operating
operating
agreements
agreement.
with, on the ones we have the license, yeah, you can
you
charge
can do
that.
that.
right,
You
okay,
can't for them.
right. Okay,
Joan,
I don't think the town is really gonna lose very much money because of the quantity that's sold.
that's
And you
right.
still have the Flying J, which probably sells twice or three times that amount. So I don't think you're losing a lot of revenue, even though you cannot have the contract. And, you know, our ordinance is just wrong. You have to go by state law.
Correct.
so, I hate to, maybe I should.
Don't think, you hurt the team.
Don't say anything
Okay.
Somebody
more
used to tell me
right now.
baseball.
Okay, all right.
No, go ahead, go, ask away.
Well, Pops
$300.
has been paying
Don't
300,
worry about the past.
No, we're starting
Worry
from
about going
now.
forward.
okay,
This is from now.
no, we're done. And it's where we're at now. We have the ability for on off to where we can go to the max of 500
500?
or leave it at 3.
I think it's 500. To
will
verify
have
that
to
with the
be
Department of Revenue on the renewals.
See, and when you
Okay.
asked them other communities that we got a response back, if they're 5 to 15% that they were charging, was that on malt beverage only and wine, or was it on alcohol?
It was on everything, but
They own
it's
the
like he
license.
said, I missed, what you just said is true. There were city-owned licenses.
And that was my other question,
Yeah.
were they city owned?
Yes,
So all
yes.
of theirs were city owned?
yes. And I missed that. I mean, that's where I was,
And we could certainly, we qualify to get those,
yes.
and every year they're renewed. We would operate under ours.
And then you can turn around and do the operating agreement and get the
See,
5%.
and I
Not
think
this
that's
year.
how
Not
they
this
were
year.
able to generate the extra revenue, is they did apply and get city-owned so that they could issue them through the city, through an operating agreement.
yeah, I bet you're right.
And I'll bet that's how they did it.
Yes.
That's exactly how they did.
Yes, sir.
So you want the old guy to give a little history. So when the city-owned off-sale license was over here, am I pointing?
At the yellow bar?
Down that way.
Yeah,
Then the store, which I guess at that time would have been J&B, applied to get the city-owned license. And I transferred that license to the store. And it
Okay,
was rejected by the town council several times after public hearings. But then eventually, there was the capability to get a second off-sale license. So then they both had it for a while, I believe.
yeah,
Then the off-sale license disappeared over here. I think it was because of ownership issues more so than availability of the license.
yeah, then we were ended up with 3 then,
Here,
with down below, because Lampert, I think, is what had it at the beginning down here, Buffalo Bills.
He ran on a county
He
license
was
to
on,
begin
would
with.
have been on
county.
the county.
So he was, it wasn't in the municipality yet,
no, it was, yeah, county.
okay.
But I mean, it was a contentious issue because every year it came up for renewal
Yeah,
of where was that one off-sale license gonna go? Stay down here or go across?
wasn't bad.
It wasn't until the population grew enough that then we could have, the city could
Right,
have 2.
and then we could have 2.
Right.
And it became more or less a moot point.
Moot point,
Sure.
yep. And then what happened was the city decided they no longer wanted to carry the billing on the liquor and the
So
beer.
then the other question I have is that, because MG Oil also has a malt beverage license, whether you have the liquor, it's they can, because it's our license, malt beverage is separate. Whether or not you still require them to pay 5% of their beer sales, and I say no.
Because we don't own the license.
Right.
To be fair, you
To be
would,
fair.
Because we don't own the license.
which is a bummer. Unless we apply for the licenses, and we
No,
issue
but-
out 3 of them.
Yeah, but they can
In the
still apply
municipality.
for their shop.
No, because then you have to, the city then would have to buy the booze,
Yeah, we ain't gonna.
buy the beer,
Yeah, they have
and,
to buy it from
and,
us,
right, exactly.
based on
We'd
that.
have to have our own storage, our own, just like it was before.
Well, and we don't know with Eagle and how they do it with the other communities.
Read my memo and see how absorb it all.
Well, the extra work, it sounds like.
Well, I mean,
Well, you could just
I'm
make
not, I know.
one of the contingencies in your operating license.
We don't own the license.
For the
we
one
don't
where
do
you
the
have
operating agreement.
The, I believe you said
And no 5%.
off-sale license.
Right.
You could say, in order for, to get this renewed, we want you to also subscribe to an operating license, even though you don't have to voluntarily do it for the beer
Right.
license.
Right, exactly.
And it would just be a voluntary thing in order to maintain.
But didn't
the-
you just say that would be against state law?
Yeah.
No, it's not against state law because they're,
Voluntary.
If they're not buying from Hermosa,
Right,
well,
then it's against state law.
right.
no, because they have, well, maybe because they have. Well, no, they're paying it out in the separate operating agreement. Now, it's a gray area.
It is,
Yeah.
because the
But-
part that says state law, you can
Wow.
have that operating agreement if they buy through the town.
Right, but
Right.
see, there is no operating agreement for the beer sales. The effective agreement is in the other operating.
Right, so, but I'm just saying, how could you charge a 5% on beer sales if you can't have the agreement?
Because you're threatening to withhold the
Well,
operating
I just
agreement.
don't think it would be legal for us to threaten.
Good try, Leo.
You haven't been a rancher.
Good try, Leo.
Well, I mean, it's not uncommon to have handshake agreements.
Well, not in this day and age anymore.
Well, but it can still be written, I don't know, you probably didn't hear that proposal, Mitch. But I wanna say Lazy J or whatever, what is that called?
Corner pantry.
Corner Pantry has the city, or operates the city's off-sale liquor license.
Correct.
They have their own license for retail beer sales. As a contingency in renewing the off-sale license, you say, hey, you have to voluntarily pay 5% on your beer sales also.
That's cute.
It's a try, it's a balloon, a trial balloon,
Yeah,
which are they paying that 5% now anyway?
Yeah,
So it would be no change for them
No, and the,
financially.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
no.
It just depends upon if they got a sharp enough lawyer.
yeah,
yeah.
they do.
Are you their lawyer too? No, I'm sorry.
thanks, Leo.
Thanks.
They want my blood down at the blood.
Thank you for coming, Leo.
You bet.
That's good.
So, just to echo everything, Hermosa Community Center and Pops don't get an operating agreement. They get a $300 renewal. 150 comes to the town, 150 goes to the state.
Right.
Okay.
The renewal might be 500 at the Department of Revenue,
Call the Department of Revenue
Before it's
immediately.
or maybe just consider each license is a new license every year, and it says 300. It's confusing to me.
They have to be.
So, if to renew, if otherwise we'd have to have a whole new license if we did the, if they said we wanted to, if we wanted to raise it to the $500. Is that what you're
No.
saying? Is
All I'm asking is contact the Department of Revenue and say, can we charge $500 on a renewal of the malt beverage wine license?
Okay.
Wine beer.
All right.
Wine and beer, because it's off sale.
Okay.
And you can ask them about that question too, Gail, on number 2 on 6, about the manager may dispense only alcoholic beverages supplied by the municipal off-sale establishment, which basically would say us. If that means us, then of course we can't. But you can ask that question to them too.
I can, but it's right there in state statute.
Yeah.
On how they understand that. Do any other communities do differently? Just, she was pretty
Call
upfront with you.
Cassandra up in Keystone, and
We're
ask
not.
what we charge in Keystone for a malt beverage license renewal.
Okay.
If it's a new license, it's 300. I don't know if it's 300 or if we're charging 500.
Okay.
It's offset.
All right.
It's confusing to me.
That would be a good one, yeah.
Just call her, because we have 20 beer licenses up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
We're
So
closer-
We're still like
So it
this
looks
yet.
like you've
We
saved
still have a
some
little
money.
bit of time yet, but I have to know by the meeting of the 19th of May, or
Well,
17th
you
of
put in
May.
an application, right?
Yeah,
For
he,
$300.
well, he wants to renew, don't you?
Yeah, it depends on what the outcome, but it sounds like, yeah, if 300 is what we would do, if it's fairly similar to what last year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And once we do just a little more research, we're gonna know if that's 300 or 500. That's the only thing we gotta decide,
And no 5% and no $25 a
Correct.
month.
Yeah.
I got that.
Calculating 5% would be a freaking nightmare.
Somewhere down the line,
it is.
I know we were advised by attorney or state that we could do that legally.
Well-
And that's where it developed, I mean,
Yeah,
a
We
long
obviously
time
could
ago.
with
You
the,
can do it.
with
If
the,
you
You
own
can
the
do
with
it
the
license.
city
if
owned.
if you own a license, or if you follow, which is the agreements, you have to sell the beer. They have to get the beer from
Yeah.
your person. That seems to be overlooked,
Cause this has been,
which makes 0 sense to me. That's why I don't track it. Why would you have to buy beer from somebody who's in Hermosa rather
Right.
than going wholesale and buying it directly from Budweiser or whoever?
if that one statement was out, then we could do the operating agreement.
I would assume it was simply so they could track how much alcohol went through an establishment, you know?
Anyway. It's clear as mud.
See, the big thing is the smaller communities really do depend on the revenues that come from that. Every little bit helps us on that 5%.
Yeah, but we didn't get the 5% from, we
We
haven't
haven't
gotten the
been
5%,
getting
so,
it.
You don't have a contract which says 5%.
right,
It's a
right,
procedure ordinance anyway.
right. So I mean,
You
we're,
can't have a.
Only the alcohol
And
ones.
if you're gonna, you gotta have identical operating
Yep.
agreements,
right,
Hawks and him, so.
but there isn't gonna be an operating agreement.
All right, Gail.
Well, she makes life a lot easier.
It will, it really
Anything
will.
else?
No, I think that's enough.
Anything else from Lane or anybody? Terry's gotta go,
I gotta
so.
go, I got an appointment at 4 in Rapid. Gonna be driving a
I
little
gotta go
fast.
too.
Motion to adjourn, I'll make that motion.
See you tomorrow night.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mitch.
at 3:43.
I'll
Yep.
second.
Read my
Motion
memo.
by Kramer, second
Worked
by
hard on that this
Schumacher.
morning.
Okay,
All in favor, say
I'll
aye.
do that. Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
If you see anything
You
at all.
can shut your recording now.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Mitch.